What is up, YouTube? I'm here with another reaction video, you feel me? Let's get straight into it, you feel me? This one about how Lil Jeff, how 10 times Lil Jeff killed people on camera. So we're gonna see how this ruthless ass nigga, you feel me? Cause this nigga ain't give a fuck. So we're gonna see how, you feel me, he did what he did, you feel me? I hope y'all day going good, you feel me? Let me plug my headphones in. I hope y'all day going good, bro. If it's not, change it. Only you can change it, bro. So better get to doing that. For real. Alright, come on, let's get into this.
Just a killing school. Class start next week.
This nigga patting his head talking about some, I'm taking niggas to killing school.
You gotta at least have two bodies though.
Hear that? That's not just rap talk. That was Lil Jeff, live and unfiltered, setting the entrance requirements for his so-called killing school. From openly bragging about bodies in his diss track FTO to mocking fallen rivals with zero remorse, his
Yeah, this nigga ain't give a fuck, bro. This nigga ain't give a fuck, gang. That's on God, bro. This nigga kill a nigga and then hop on live and tell y'all how he did it. That shit is crazy.
reputation as one of the most ruthless figures in the streets only grew. This was a man who turned violence into entertainment, laughing about real-life murders on Instagram like it was just another joke. And if that wasn't enough, he took it a step further, gunning down 2 high school students and still finding a way to joke about it on.
Yeah, 2 high schools. I did hear about that. 2 high school students, you feel me? I don't know what they did to bro, but, and then that's, yeah.
Line, cold-blooded.
That should be crazy, bro, because it's like, you feel me? You doing shit, you feel me, that you don't think that'll happen, bro. When shit happen, bro, shit pop off and then motherfuckers end up dead, bro. That shit is crazy. Y'all stay in y'all lane. If y'all stay in y'all lane, you can't crash, bro. Promise you. Now, if you want to do shit like this, then shit, by all means.
Unfiltered, absolutely savage. These are Lil Jeff's most savage moments. Murders. Lil Gutta in a targeted hit. Lil Jeff lived by one rule: strike first and make it brutal. Of all the things he did, this was among the most ruthless. A broad daylight execution, carried out without hesitation. No mask, no fear. Just a clear message to the streets. If you
No mask, nigga, he sit bad, nigga. Broad daylight, what's, nigga, what?
cross Lil Jeff, there's no warning, just
Why is everybody putting up with ads like it's 2010?
I don't
It's
know.
2025, guys. Just use Pi. This Chrome extension takes 5
bullets. This guy was not the type to let things slide. When someone from his side got killed, he made sure there was payback. And on May 13th, 2021, he did exactly that. It was a regular afternoon near East 79th Street in Chicago. 2021, he did exactly that. It was a regular afternoon near East 79th Street in Chicago. The streets were busy. Cars rolled by, people stood around talking, and shops had customers going in and out. Nobody knew that a killing was about to happen. Lil Jeff had been watching Lil Gutta, real name Ronnie L. Sistrunk Jr., for a while. Gutta was moving like he had no enemies, walking through the city without a care. But his name had already been linked to Crew's murder a month earlier, and that was a serious problem. Whether Gutta had actually been involved didn't matter. What mattered was that Jeff believed he was.
Man, it don't matter. Your name in the damn, your name got through in the convo, now you in there, you feel me? Because it's like, why your name get thrown in there, you feel me? If your name wouldn't have got thrown in there if you really ain't had shit to do with it, you feel me? That's why Jeff ain't give a fuck. He said, oh yeah, that nigga too, yeah, we gonna get him too. That shit is crazy, bro. This nigga didn't give a fuck, man. RIP to Jeff, RIP to everybody that lost their life, you feel me? To this nigga, you feel me? Shit is crazy, this shit not funny, but it's like, this nigga is, I'm laughing because it's the fact that this nigga really ain't care, you feel me? It's like, bro, like, how the fuck you really ain't care that much, you feel me? To really just, like, kill a nigga and then hop on Instagram Live and laugh about it.
Jeff waited for the right
But as you can see, bro, this shit don't lead to nothing but death or jail. With some other niggas as your roommates, bro.
moment.
Fuck roommates, bunkmates.
He wasn't the type to rush things. Gutta had just come out of a store, checking his phone, completely unaware of what was coming. Jeff moved in quickly. No words, no warnings. Bang! The first shot hit Gutta in the chest. His body jerked, and his phone fell from his hand. Before he could react, another shot, then another. Each one meant to make sure he wasn't getting back up. People screamed, some ducked, others ran. Jeff didn't stick around. He walked off, blending into the crowd like nothing had happened. By the time
Some fucking John Wick shit on some motherfucking, what the hell? This nigga just said he killed bro and then walked into the crowd and blended in with them and like nothing happened. What the
When
fuck?
police arrived, Gutter was already dead. Witnesses had seen what happened, but no one was willing to talk. The streets knew who was responsible, but no one wanted to be next. A daytime hit was already a moment that had the streets whispering, but Jeff didn't just stop there. He took his savagery to the mic and turned 7 bodies into lyrics. Boasts about killing 7 people in FTO. The drill scene had always been filled with bold lyrics and street talk, but in March 2024, a song dropped that had people questioning whether the words were just music or real confessions. The track was called FTO, and as soon as it hit the streets, it became one of the most talked about songs that year. Lil Jeff and Vert had been teasing the release for weeks. When it finally dropped, the energy was violent, raw, and reckless. The lyrics had no filter. Jeff rapped about taking 7 lives, bragging like it was just another achievement. The way he delivered.
Damn, bro. And then it's like after he see y'all boosting his head up because y'all basically people talking about it, obviously he's gonna make him, oh yeah, niggas talking about me, I want some more of that. I'm finna go kill some more niggas. That's what ran through his head.
It was too specific, too detailed, making people wonder if he had really done everything he claimed. But one part of the song stood out more than anything else. Jeff called out Leal by name, mocking his death with the line, "Leal dumb in a pack, we smoking." It wasn't just a disrespectful line, it was a direct celebration of someone's murder. That was not the only part that got people talking.
See, that shit is crazy. Goddamn, how the fuck can you do that? I'm just not that type of nigga. I can't go kill somebody and then hop on live and then be like, and then probably make a song, nigga dead. That shit fucked up, man. That's somebody's son. You feel me?
Talking. Another verse mentioned how his old friends, whom he used to be cool with, have now become his ops. He also mentioned how his crew had shot so much on Rhodes Avenue that their enemies had to shut down their drug spots. If true, this meant his
Damn.
so much on Rhodes Avenue that their enemies had to shut down their drug spots. If true, this meant his side had not just taken lives, but also taken over entire trap operations, forcing their rivals to leave the area. The song spread fast. It was played in cars, blasted at parties, and debated in drill forums. People argued about whether Jeff's claims were exaggerated or if he had really dropped 7 bodies. No matter what the truth was, one thing was clear. Jeff had no fear of what he said or who heard it. His reputation for self-snitching was already growing, but FTO took
His representation of self-snitching was already growing. I ain't gonna lie, it was. Cause this nigga was telling on himself. Nigga was telling. Motherfuckers be like, they don't fuck with snitches and shit, but you telling on yourself, man. So would y'all call that a snitch if y'all somebody tells on themselves like what the fuck this nigga's doing? I don't know. I was just saying you telling on yourself because you telling me that's what you're doing. You're telling on yourself for real.
it to another level. Now, was Jeff exaggerating his numbers or was he really keeping score? That question didn't last long because his next moment made it clear that when Jeff rapped about murder, it wasn't fiction. Gets revenge for Z-Money by killing Lil Pooh. Lil Jeff had been waiting for the right time, and when the moment came, he made sure it was merciless. Z-Money's death had left a wound that only blood could close, and in March 2023, Jeff set his sights on Lil Pooh. Pooh, real name Pierre Boozer Jr., had been moving around. Like nothing had changed. He still showed up in familiar places, still laughed with his people, still acted as if his name wasn't being whispered in the streets. Places.
They said that nigga Bloodhound liked that shit. They said Lil Jeff liked this shit. What the fuck?
Still laughed with his people, still acted as if his name wasn't being whispered in the streets. But Jeff had already decided that Pooh wasn't going to see the summer. The plan was set in motion days before. Jeff didn't move sloppy. He didn't just roll up and start shooting. Instead, he let Pooh's own routine work against him. He sent word through mutuals, spreading talk that a certain block was safe again, knowing Pooh would hear it. Pooh took the bait, showing up like nothing was wrong. That night, the trap was set. Pooh pulled into the driveway of his home, the place he always returned to after a long day. He stepped out of his car, nodding at someone he recognized. The night was quiet, with only the distant hum of the city in the back.
Night was quiet. That's already a bad sign. Night, if it's something too motherfucking quiet, something going on, bro.
Background. Everything seemed normal. Then the lights in the lot flickered. A small moment, barely noticeable. But in that second of things seemed normal. Then the light.
Police said they responded just before 11:30 p.m. April 9th to report of shots fired in 1800 block of 200. Damn, found the shooting victim unresponsive in the front yard of his home. Damn, that nigga house.
Lights in the lot flickered, a small moment, barely noticeable. But in that second of distraction, a figure moved out of the shadows. The first shot hit Pooh's leg. He dropped to the ground, grabbing his knee, trying to crawl toward his home. He didn't make it. More shots followed, fast and unrelenting. The last one hit him in the back of the head, leaving him face down on the pavement. A car engine roared.
That's crazy. Imagine, bro. You know you finna die. You get shot in your leg. You grab your leg, bro. And niggas still busting it. And she want to smack your head, man, you dead, bro. That shit.
Tires screeched, and the shooter was gone. Witnesses stood frozen, and when the police arrived, nobody had seen a thing. But the streets knew. A year later, Jeff made sure the message was clear when he left a comment on an Instagram post about Pooh, confirming the motive. Disrespect message was clear when he left a comment on an Instagram post about Pooh, confirming the motive.
Lil Pooh, this Z, now Lil Pooh gone, you know that. Never take too long, man.
Disrespecting Z Money came with consequences. Then came the leaked song, days before Jeff's own death. He rapped about hiding in the grass, waiting to strike, describing the exact way Pooh had been caught. After taking out Lil Pooh, most would have laid low. But Jeff, he wasn't done proving himself. His next moment came fast, and this time bullets were flying from a moving car. Orders a drive-by on Black. Lil Jeff had made a lot of enemies, and when things got serious, he did not hesitate to remove them. In March 2022, the streets started buzzing about a drive-by shooting in Chatham. The target was Roger Lewis, known as Black, a 33-year-old OG who had been well respected in his area. Black had been standing outside his house that evening. He was talking with someone, not paying attention to the street, unaware that a car had been rolling by slowly. The people inside were watching.
I gotta be, it's impossible to stay on 10 at all times, but bro, stay on 10. You gotta be on 10, bro. For real. Like, for real. As soon as I walk into a motherfucking coffee shop, I'm looking at the motherfucking exits, nigga. Like, where the exit is, okay. Nigga, when I sit down, nigga, I'm sitting down, my face is pointed towards the front, the entrance, you feel me? So I can see who's coming in this motherfucker. You feel me? Shit like that, bro.
Him closely, waiting for the right moment. The driver kept steady, and the backseat window was slightly open. As the car crept closer, there was a brief pause. Then the sound of rapid gunfire filled the air. Black barely had time to react. He tried to turn, but bullets had already ripped through him. His body dropped near the sidewalk as the car sped off, disappearing down the street before anyone could get a good look at it. The neighborhood fell silent for a moment. A few people ducked inside their houses. Others peeked out, already knowing there was nothing they could do. By the time the police arrived, Black was gone. A month later, a man named Trayvon Dix was arrested in connection to the shooting. But even after his arrest, people kept talking. Many believed Jeff had ordered the hit. The tension between his crew and Black's people had been getting worse, and this felt like a move to settle things. Jeff never addressed the rumors, but he did what he always did. He let his music do the talking. A few weeks later, he dropped a song with lyrics that made people wonder. He mentioned how some older guys think they... A few weeks later,
He ran, but tripped and got fucked up, but in the middle,
Later, he dropped a song with lyrics that made people wonder. He mentioned how some older guys think they run. 2 weeks later,
I can't read. Fuck, I said that up. He ran but tripped and got fucked up. Be in the Milwaukee like I'm a buck.
Later, he dropped a song with lyrics that made people wonder. He mentioned how some older guys think they run things until they get caught standing outside at the wrong time. A drive-by was already a wild moment, but Jeff had a habit of outdoing himself. When two bodies dropped on the same night, the streets knew. This wasn't just war, it was domination. Orchestrates a double murder. Lil Jeff had been involved in a lot of street violence.
If he was still alive, bro, I promise you, he probably would kill like 4 more niggas, bro. This shit is wild. This shit crazy. This shit is wild.
But November 1st, 2023 stood out as one of his most ruthless moments. 2 people lost their lives that night in what many believed was a planned execution. The targets were Donardo Buford, known as Lil Deuce, and Desiree McGee, known as D Money. The 2 friends had been sitting in a parked car on South Dorchester Avenue, probably thinking it was just another night. They might have been talking, scrolling through their phones, or just passing time. They had no idea they were being watched. A black SUV had been circling the area.
Yeah, bro, you gotta be on 10. You can't be standing. If both y'all motherfucking car, bro, you know it's nighttime, bro. Both y'all can't be sitting on a motherfucker like this game. Y'all both can't be doing that game. You feel me? Hell.
It passed by once, then again, moving slowly. No one inside the car made any sudden moves. They were waiting for the right moment. Then it happened. The SUV stopped a few feet away. The doors swung open, and before anyone could react, gunmen stepped out and opened fire. Glass shattered. Bullets ripped through metal and flesh. Little Deuce and D-Money never had a chance to escape. The attack was over in seconds, but the damage was done. By the time the shooters got back into the SUV and sped off, both victims were critically wounded. They were rushed to the University of Chicago Medical Center, but it was too late. Neither of them survived. The police arrived quickly, finding multiple shell casings scattered around the scene. But as always, no one was willing to talk. The case remained
You know that, bro. Ain't nobody finna say shit.
open, and no charges were ever filed against Jeff. Still, the streets had their own way of confirming things. In March 20...
And this is exactly why motherfuckers, you feel me? This is why people think they can kill people and get away with it, you feel me? Cause they got away with it probably first time, second time, you feel me? And they gonna keep doing this shit till they really get caught, you feel me? And that shit crazy because, bro, just cause, you feel me? You see how, you know how Jeff probably would've got, they said Jeff would've went to jail, you feel me? For getting caught for them, you feel me, for them murders from high school people, high school kids and shit, right? So, nigga, that would have been his first time getting caught, you feel me? But that wouldn't been the first time him doing that shit, you feel me? Just cause his first time getting caught does not mean it's his first time doing that. Nigga been doing this, it's his first time getting caught, you feel me?
2024, Jeff posted a cryptic Instagram story. It was simple, just a few emojis, but people knew what it meant. The message seemed to be a list of Instagram stories.
Hell yeah, he said, I know you heard that. They said, I know you heard that shit. They said I did, but I did worse. She got hats. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 hats. Then he put the 2. Oh, he's fucked up. This nigga put 2. That's high school basically. What the fuck? Oh, what the fuck is he? Oh my God, I think I get what he's saying now, bro. This nigga was actually saying shit with these different caps he was putting, bro. I think this is like a, what?
Story. It was simple, just a few emojis, but people knew what it meant. The message seemed to be a list of names, and one of them was clearly linked to D-Money's murder. You'd think after a double murder, Jeff would want to keep quiet, but no.
Just gonna say that, bro. Like, that shit like he literally, you feel me? And especially them 2 graduates, them 2 graduate caps, you feel me? The graduation caps. Them for them 2 high school kids that he killed.
No, his next moment was in the studio, rapping about his victims with details only the killer could know. Admits to murder in his song, Ah. By early 2024, Lil Jeff's name was already tied to countless street rumors. But when he dropped Ah in February, the conversation took a turn. It wasn't just another drill track full of threats and tough talk. This one felt like a confession. The beat was dark, the flow was aggressive, but it was the lyrics that made people stop and listen. In one chilling line, Jeff described a victim screaming before taking his last breath. The way he rapped it, like he was reliving the moment, made people immediately connect it to the murders of Monty and Lil Rob. For those who remembered how the 2 were killed,
I already knew this one, ain't gonna lie. This was the most talked about over the internet, bro. No cap.
the details were too accurate to ignore.
Just walked in there with 2 hats. We stepping in blood, niggas know how.
Monty had been left gasping for air on the sidewalk, and Lil Rob's final moments were eerily similar to what Jeff was rapping about. Within hours of its release,
Why you got all these? Boy, you a rapper now?
the internet caught fire. Reddit threads were filled with people breaking down the lyrics and matching them to real-life events. Drill forums argued over whether Jeff was bragging or setting himself up for trouble. Some fans...
Both. But he was doing the second one without even knowing. He was setting himself up for failure without even knowing. For me.
defended him, saying he was just telling a story, but others believed he had done what many rappers before him had been accused of, self-snitching in the booth. This wasn't the first time Jeff had been suspected of putting real murder.
That's just the thing, though. He didn't give a fuck. He didn't care, bro.
Into it.
I feel like if Jeff would have got caught by the police, he wouldn't have went to jail. He would have killed the fucking police. Nigga, that's how I feel like he would have gotten shootout with the fucking police.
Songs, but took things to another level. It wasn't just about who got hit or where it happened. This time, it was about how they died, what they said in their last seconds, and how Jeff felt watching it happen. He never responded to the accusations. He never clarified the meaning, but he didn't have to.
You think he is? He's not gonna say shit. Y'all think what y'all think, and you feel me? It is what it is. Okay.
Damage was already done. Rapping about bodies is one thing, but saying it live, that's a moment only someone who truly doesn't fear death would create. And Jeff, he laughed while updating his body count. updates his body count to 10 on Instagram Live. The energy on Instagram felt different on the night of
Kill anybody when they emotional. Stay safe. All my innocent people lost their mind for real.
May 13th, 2024. Thousands of people were tuned in, waiting to see what Lil Jeff would say next. He sat in front of the camera, relaxed, flipping through a thick stack of money. His wrist shined every time he moved, the diamonds on his Rolex catching the light. The comment section moved so fast it was impossible to keep up. As the live went on, the conversation took a dark turn. Jeff started
It must have been a killer something because the level of disrespect, this is crazy.
talking about the streets, about the people he had lost. Live went on. The conversation took a dark turn. Jeff started talking about the streets, about the people he had lost, and the ones who had lost their lives because of him. With a smirk, he leaned back and made a statement that shook everyone watching. The comment section exploded. Some fans hyped him up, while others were shocked. His enemies, whether they were watching or someone sent them the clip later, had all the information they needed. He made it clear that the body count had gone up. Next to him, Q50, a close associate, added his own numbers, fueling even more speculation.
See? Shit like that, but I don't know why y'all niggas doing this. I really don't, bro. Y'all niggas want to go to jail, and these young niggas, I think Q50 like 20, 21, gang. I'm 19, bro. This shit just...
If anyone thought Jeff was exaggerating, hearing
And Jeff was 21, bro.
Q50
Jeff was 21 when he died, bro.
confirm his own count only made it more believable. The live continued with Jeff taunting his rivals, daring them to confirm his own count only made it more believable.
You see, bros, when the niggas be doing this shit, they be thinking like, I don't know. They gotta know that, you feel me? They gotta know that people know what that, the police know what that means, but they gotta know you might as well say that shit. You put it on your fingers, you might as well say it, bro. You feel me? They gotta know doing this shit and putting 10 up or putting 7 up, putting 8 up, putting 9 up, bro. They gotta know, bro. The police is watching this shit and they, oh yeah. You feel me? Come on, bro.
The live continued with Jeff taunting his rivals, daring them to respond. He laughed as he fanned out his money, showing no concern for what he had just admitted. It didn't take long for the clip to spread. Reddit forums,
Go fuck with my better man. LOL, do that math. If you know, you know. If you don't, fuck you. Damn.
drill pages, and even law enforcement were all talking about it. People debated if he was being serious or if it was all for attention, but those who knew how the streets worked believed every word. This moment made him a bigger target, not just for the police, but for the people he had been calling.
See, I ain't even gonna lie to you, bros. Niggas like that, bro. Niggas like Lil Jeff, I can't even be around. You feel me? Because this nigga might snake me. Real shit, bro. Oh, real shit, bro. I think I seen on one of his posts, he said, nigga, I can't have friends. I love sliming niggas out. So it's like, niggas like that, I can't hang with you. You might slime me out, nigga. Real shit. Real shit, bro. Real shit.
Out. It was one thing to move in silence, but going on live and saying it out loud, that was something else. If claiming 10 bodies wasn't insane enough, Jeff's next moment had people shaking their heads. Not only did he kill, but he demanded the same from anyone who wanted to roll with him. Brags about his killing school requirement.
He said, damn, that mean, nigga, if you want to come, you gotta go kill these niggas. That's the ticket to get in. Nigga, go kill somebody if you want to come hang with me. What?
In early February 2024, Lil Jeff's Instagram post had the city talking. He said he was going to start a killing school, and the requirement was a minimum of 2 bodies.
I'm taking this to killing school. Class start next week. You gotta at least have 2 bodies though. For I ain't coming with no. If you ain't got shit, I can't work with no beginners.
But that's not all. The post started with a message about
I can't work with no beginners. What the fuck?
his enemies, accusing them of taking out innocent people instead of handling real street business. It was a direct shot at those who had been speaking on his name. But what really caught people's attention was the photo that came with it. Jeff had a fresh tattoo, 10 teardrops inked onto his skin. The streets already understood what that meant. Each teardrop was a body, a life taken. Some people even speculated that 2 of them were for Lil Rob and Monty, 2 names connected to past murders. As if that wasn't enough, he lined up a series of emojis in the caption, carefully placed in a way that seemed to match 10 victims. The message was clear, but not direct enough
10 skulls, that's fucked up.
to be a confession. Jeff knew how to say a lot without saying too much. His close associate, Q50, didn't let the moment pass. He followed up with his own post, updating his body count to 8. If anyone had doubts about Jeff's claims, hearing Q50 confirm his own numbers only made it feel more real. The conversation around the post spread quickly.
So, nigga, if Jeff got 10, right? If Jeff said he had 10, and 50 talking about he got 8. So y'all telling me y'all killed 18 niggas. So nigga, if that mean Vert gotta have some, or the mother niggas gotta, that mean all the mother niggas, y'all tell me y'all done killed over 20 niggas. That's what y'all saying. And don't say I'm snitching. I'm telling on no. Nah, these niggas. I'm going off what these niggas are saying. These niggas said it. You feel me? The fuck? 50 said it himself. Jeff said it himself. What you talking about?
Some laughed it off, saying he was just rapping. But was he really? Jeff had already made it clear. His circle wasn't for amateurs. But when he posted a
So don't try to come at me. You feel me? Don't say I'm snitching. Fuck what you talking about? Yeah. Yeah.
cryptic message that looked like a list of his victims, it became a moment the internet couldn't ignore. Posts a cryptic message listing his victims. Lil Jeff was known for stirring controversy.
Why the fuck they put King Von up there? Ever since I was a shorty, I've been thirsty. I know you heard this. They said, but I did worse. Oh, that's King Von fucking lyrics. That's why. Oh shit, this nigga put King Von lyrics in this motherfucking caption on his Instagram caption.
But
y'all remember that picture? You feel me? That they showed. You feel me with the 10 hats and shit. Yeah, that's the lyric.
April 2024, he took things to another level. Instead of making a direct statement, he dropped a post that had the whole city talking. The post contained lyrics from an unreleased King Von song, but what really caught people's attention was what came after. Below the lyrics, Jeff added 10 emojis.
I was wondering, that's why I was like, I don't know that damn song. It's unreleased
song. But what really caught people's attention was what came after. Below the lyrics, Jeff added 10 emojis. At first it looked random, but the streets quickly started putting the pieces together. One emoji stood out more than the rest, a woman's hat. It did not take long for fans to—
Yes, that's what I'm saying, a woman's hat, bro. Did y'all show? That's why I was looking at the thing like, damn, they know what they was talking about. You feel me? Like, I think I know what this, remember I was like, I think I know what this mean, bro. Yes, and right before that, bro, they showed a female and a nigga, bro. I was like, damn, they trying to set up a female too? So it's like, this nigga killed a bitch too. This nigga crazy, bro.
To link it to D-Money, a known name in street circles. People believed it was a coded reference to his female nickname, a slick way of saying he was responsible for the murder without actually saying it. The conversation spread fast. Was this a body count? Was he listing his victims? Some thought it was a way to taunt his enemies. Others called it another case of—
I have a question. Like, do y'all be like, not do y'all, but like, do they like, come on, I don't really think they killed that many people. I really feel like, you feel me, say if you like, say if somebody, you feel me, say if Q50 and Jeff went on the jail, right? Boom, they go, boom, boom, they murk somebody. They murk somebody. Bop, one nigga though, you feel me? Nigga, would they both count that as a body? You feel me? Because if it's so, that means they you feel me? If you're getting it, you're getting it. If you know,
of self-snitching. Something.
It's like, I don't know. Like, come on. I feel like they count, like, they gotta be counting up some of the same bodies, bro. But it is true, you was with that nigga, you killed that nigga too. You feel me? So that's
Jeff had already been accused of multiple times. Despite the backlash, Jeff refused to take the post down. He never explained its meaning, never corrected the speculation. Instead, he let people argue and debate, watching as his name spread even further. Nobody knew if the emojis really represented lives lost, but one thing was clear. Jeff wanted people to keep guessing.
Yeah, bro. And then the 2 graduation caps, come on, bro.
And he made sure they never stopped talking. Some killers leave evidence behind by accident. Jeff, he turned it into a moment. Flaunting stolen watches and bloodied hands, he wasn't just sending a message, he was mocking the dead. Taunts ops with stolen watches and bloody hands. Social media had always been a tool for Lil Jeff.
Tried to turn me down, but they turned me up. I graduated.
But in early 2024, he used it to send a message that had everyone watching. This time, it wasn't a song, a cryptic caption, or a live stream. It was a set of pictures that spoke louder than words. The first image showed 2 expensive watches, both sitting on his wrist. The brand—
Them motherfuckers look sexy, ain't gonna lie to you. We gonna be there, y'all. We gonna get there, y'all. We gonna get there, y'all. We gonna be able to get them watches. Watch. Set his own self up.
were easy to recognize, the kind of jewelry that only a few people in the city could afford. But it wasn't about the price, it was about who they belonged to. Word spread fast that they had been stolen from 6,300 Breado, a known rival. Jeff didn't just take them, he posted them for the world to see, making sure Breado and his people felt the disrespect. The second image was even worse. His hands were covered in blood. Nobody needed an explanation. The meaning was clear. He was claiming to have done something violent, something that took him to a different level in the streets. Whether it was a real confession or just a way to boost his image, the message was the same. He wanted his enemies to know he wasn't done. People immediately
This nigga, boy, this little Jeff really a fucking menace. Real life
to have done
Hall of Fame menace, nigga.
something violent, something that took him to a different level in the streets. Whether it was a real confession or just a way to boost his image, the message was the same. He wanted his enemies to know he wasn't done. People immediately connected this to something deeper. Months earlier,
Lil Jeff from Q50 robbed Bredo for 2 watches while he was trying to buy a line of green. That's it, $10 will cost him his whole hustle career. Damn. First off, nigga, you got that expensive ass watch and you spending $10 on a line? The fuck? And green too? Like,
Jeff had been robbed by BKN members, an incident that had been laughed about on social media. Some saw this as his way of getting revenge, letting them know he had taken something back. The pictures fueled the fire between him and his rivals, making it clear that the situation was far from over. It wasn't just about the stolen watches, it was about power, and Jeff wanted everyone to know he was still in control. If there was ever a moment that showed Jeff was living without limits, it was this. Sniffing perks on camera, slurring words, laughing about murder. He wasn't hiding
sniffing perks.
anything anymore. Sniffs Percocet during an interview. Lil Jeff had built a reputation for being reckless, both in the streets and in the way he carried himself in public. He had been known to brag about his crimes, taunt his enemies online, and show no fear of consequences. But in May 2024, he took things even further during an interview that left people wondering if he had completely lost control. He was sitting across from DJU, a well-known interviewer in the drill scene. The cameras were rolling, and thousands of people were tuned in, waiting to hear what he had to say. At first, the conversation was normal. He talked about his music, his street life, and his growing.
This nigga, bro. That shit crazy, but I ain't gonna lie. Sometimes I be looking at people like, damn, they really gone. Like, I be feeling like they not supposed to be gone. I be feeling like when anybody died for real, I be like, damn, he not supposed to be gone or she not supposed to be gone. I don't know. It's just like, that's how I know. Like, I can never be one of these. You feel me? Go just kill a motherfucker and just laugh and shit. Cause like, I got a conscience. That should be on my head, nigga, all day. I wouldn't even go to sleep, nigga.
Growing influence. But as the interview went on, his energy shifted. In the middle of
But self-defense, that's a different story. You feel me? I'll take my ass to bed fast. You feel me? I'll be able to go to sleep night night. You go come to my house, you're dying. You feel me? But like me going on, you feel me? Me just going to go kill some motherfuckers running down. Yeah.
answering a question, Jeff
Not
reached
that
into
guy.
his pocket, pulled out a crushed up Percocet, and sniffed it right in front of the camera. The room went quiet for a second. Even DJU, who had seen plenty of wild interviews, looked caught off guard.
This
Jeff
nigga
leaned
was
back
sniffing
and laughed.
perks and
Q50, sitting beside him, chuckled as well, hyping up the moment. Jeff then compared himself to Tony Montana, the infamous drug lord from Scarface,
Yeah.
as if he was living out a scene from the movie. As the interview continued, his words started to slur. He mumbled about his body count, joking about the people he had allegedly killed. Some thought he was putting on an act, but others saw it as a sign that he was spiraling out of control. When the clip hit social media, it spread fast. Some fans hyped him up, but many criticized him, saying he had taken things too far. The moment became another example of Jeff's reckless and
I don't think y'all understand. He didn't give a fuck about what y'all thinking, bro. He seen like y'all coming to him, even if it was y'all talking shit about him, or if y'all come hyping his head up, good or bad, he seeing that as, and like, you feel me, y'all coming to him, you feel me? He don't care. He's saying y'all coming to my page, now y'all on my page, you feel me? All y'all seeing him, now
an unpredictable nature. Jeff had already given the world plenty of disturbing moments, but this, laughing about two murdered high schoolers, this was proof. He wasn't just reckless, he was heartless. Jokes about killing two high school students. Lil Jeff had always been known for
I think that's it about the, you feel me, the thing, for real. I don't think bro really talking about shit for real now, because now he not talking about how Jeff. But yeah, I hope y'all fucked with that video, man. Let me know what other videos I want me to do. Damn, this video low-key long, but hey, fuck it, 33 minutes, but hey, we got that time, man. Let's get it, you feel me? Yeah, man. Make sure y'all hit that subscribe button, bro. I'm trying to go up this year, bro. 2025, bro. Just hit that subscribe button, bro. Y'all hit it. Y'all did it for Kaiser Nat. Y'all did it for Speed. Come on now. Just hit it for Jonte. Yeah? Come on now. But yeah, I hope y'all day going smoothly, you feel me? Yeah, I hope the rest of y'all day go just how you want it, you feel me? If not, make it.